so that you have an
Yeah.
idea who I am. I was born in the Philippines and I grew up in the United States. Been living in the US for about 43 years. I came back in Manila about 10 years ago, but going back and forth in the US. In 2016, I lost everything I ever had. What I mean, I lost everything, even my dignity, because I was scammed by my friends, here in Manila, and to the point that I was even detained because I didn't know what I was doing. And that's why before you do anything, you always have to do your due diligence, make sure that you know what you're getting into. So in 2016, I already gave up. I said I'm never ever gonna come back to the Philippines because there's a lot of people who can scam, even your friends, okay, will scam you. So in 2016, Christmas time, I remember because I was so broke because I lost everything I ever had in my entire life. I went back to the United States because I said, you know what, I have to start all over again. I can remember that during that Christmas time, it was just like, it was like the worst time of my life because I cannot even look at my kids. I cannot look at my wife. I cannot look at my mom because you know what? I was so embarrassed because my dignity, was like gone. Now, I remember on January 2, 2017, I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to end it because I didn't know what to do. I was just lost. I just didn't have anything and no more to live for because I thought that that was the end of my life. But instead of killing myself on January 2, I bought a brand new car. For a person who's
You
broke,
bought
you
a.
don't have anything. I bought a brand new car.
Okay, okay,
It
okay.
was it was a 2017 Mustang GT. It was about almost $90,000 fully loaded. It's about $900 per month was the fee. In the United States, even though you're broke, you don't have any money, but if you have a very good credit, they will loan you anything, which they did. Okay, and for the first, from January 2nd to about the second week of February, I was driving that baby like all over the place. I wanted to bring up myself. I wanted to pick up myself so that I will be able to do something. Now, on the 45th day, okay, at like middle of February, I needed to pay the car. And I didn't have any money because I still don't have anything to do. Guess what? Fortunately, I have some friends who called me and said, RV, why don't we meet? Okay. And I thought we're just going to meet in LA, and we end up meeting in Hong Kong. When I told my wife that I was going to go to Hong Kong, he said, what are you doing? You're going to go back to the Philippines? You're going to screw yourself again and blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I just want to meet these people and I just want to know what it's all about. They paid for my flight, flew to Hong Kong. And when I got to Hong Kong, they did not even say anything. All they said was, RV, are you ready to work? That's all they said. The following day, we flew to Vietnam. That's why Helen and Shafi, I have a lot of history in Vietnam. I know a lot of people in Vietnam because that was the very first country that we went to. And the name of the company is TCC, that is Trade Coin Club. Okay,
The name of the company
who
was.
started TCC, Trade Coin Club, TCC. Okay, I was
Okay,
with
okay.
Dover. I was with the owners of Trade Coin Club. I was with Dover Braga, Ricardo Pereira. These are the co-founders of TCC, and also Geoff Paradise. I was with them, all three of them. When we flew, okay, to Vietnam, I didn't know anybody there, but I knew how to present. So for 3 days, I did all the presentation in Vietnam. After Vietnam, we flew to Malaysia. In Malaysia, I was doing the presentation too, and that's why Geoff Paradise and Dover Braga gave me the position of Director of Marketing for Southeast Asia for TCC. After Malaysia, we went to Singapore. After Singapore, we went to Indonesia. After Indonesia, we went to the Philippines. When we get to the Philippines, I was so nervous because I thought I was going to go to jail or something is going to happen to me, but nothing happening because I was cleared of everything. The Filipinos had a feast with me. They were saying, "Oh, Arby's this, Arby's that, and Arby's that." And you know what? The owner said, We don't care what RB did in the past. What matters is RB is the director of marketing for Southeast Asia. If you do not want to work for RB, don't work with RB, but you're still going to be the director of Southeast Asia. I was the first and the only Filipino that went to Belize, which is the corporate office of TCC. So after that, I went back home. Remember, I only told my wife that I was going to be gone for 1 week. That 1 week became 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It became 5 weeks. After 5 weeks, when I got home in the United States, guess what? My wife filed for divorce.
Your wife?
My wife filed for a divorce because she thought I was just messing around. That I was just, because I had a bad history with her. So I was back in the U.S. for 2 weeks. After that, I had to go back to Southeast Asia because I have to market TCC. But I was not ever an owner or anything with TCC other than an employee of TCC. They were paying me, to be in all these places. They were giving me one Bitcoin. Bitcoin at the time was only about $900, $1,000. When I get back to Singapore, I did almost impossible. I did not have money the first time that I was there. The first week I was there, I had to sleep outside a mall, outside a Coffee Bean, because it was really hard. I had to walk about 1 mile to 2 miles every day so that I can go to the place where I need to do my presentation. I did that for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, I went down to Malaysia. The same thing, even worse. My condo was, or my condotel was just like one bed and air conditioning, and I have to go outside to go take a shower. I have to walk 2 to 3 miles in order for me to go to one of those restaurants where I pick and choose what do I want to eat. It was really horrible. After that, the same thing. I went to Indonesia. It was the same thing. And lastly, I went back to the Philippines. It was really tough in the Philippines because I ran out of money. A good friend of mine, had me, to stay in his condo where there's like cockroach infested. The air condition shuts off in the middle of the night. I had to walk to do my laundry. I had to take the jeepney to go to my presentation every single day. But guess what? This is the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me. After 2 months, I made 2 Bitcoins. After 4 months, I made 6 Bitcoins. After 6 months, I made 25 Bitcoins. After 8 months, I made 55 Bitcoins. After 10 months, I made 125 Bitcoins. In 1 year, in TCC, I made 310 Bitcoins. My life changed 180 degrees. From having nothing to having everything I ever wanted in my entire life. Now, as you know, on June of 2018, TCC closed. Everything was separated, and TCC made over 167,000 Bitcoins. The owners of TCC, number 1 is Dover Braga. You also have Armando Faria and also Ricardo Pereira. But instead, they put into somebody else's name that does not exist, that is nowhere to be found. But the face of TCC was Geoff Paradise. Geoff Paradise ended up, having his own company. It's called AI Trades. With AI Trades, Geoff Paradise, because he knows, what kind of leader I am, what he did is he made me a master distributor for AI Trades in June. So I was a master distributor for Southeast Asia, from June to about December or January of 2019, which is last year. In February of 2019, Geoff Paradise came down, or stepped down, being a president and the CEO. Well, he is a CEO, and his wife Maria Paradise, he stepped down as a president because everybody was trying to chase Geoff because of TCC. He stepped down because he wanted to make sure that nothing happens to AI Trades, and that's why he made me president of AI Trades. Now, for the whole year of 2019, I was the president of AI Trades Global, along with our COO right now, Mr. Mark Davis. Mark Davis was the Chief Communications Officer of AI Trades. So between myself, President of AI Trades, and Chief Communications Officer, we are the one who was going all over the world and talking about AI Trades, promoting AI Trades, and so on and so forth. AI Trades has the best system. We paid so much money in the platform of AI Trades. We paid over $1 million in our platform in AI Trades. It's the best system. The problems that we're having problems with our platform right now, that's, believe me, they are spotless, but they spend so much money. Now, he started like services. He started all this thing. The main thing that he did was what we call AI copy trades, which is you have to subscribe, okay? You subscribe to one of the traders that AI Trades has, and then you will copy whatever the trader's doing, and you will make the money yourself because you have full control of the API through Binance. Okay, so we started that back in, I think, towards about the month of September. So October, we kind of implemented that, and the agreement portion of of AI Trades was kind of weakening down because with with Job Paradise, he's the one who's doing the trading. We were trading over about 253 bitcoins. If you are trading 253 bitcoins, you should be making at least 1% or even 0.5%, every day. But no, it became very greedy. It was giving people 0.005% on a daily basis. That's hardly anything at all. And that's why some of the people in AI Trades did not even get their capital because Job Paradise is giving them 0.005, 0.003. Now, when I met with Job in November, going towards December, we met him at the end of November. He told me that he's eliminating the MLM part of AI Trades. He's eliminating the agreement part where he's paying, daily percentage. He's just using, or he's just going to have a different market, a different way of doing, AI Trades, which is just AI copy trades. Now, I had to resign because I'm a full-time and I'm a professional networker. If my people, I have 55,000 members of AI Trades who's going to be out of a job. That's why I left. I resigned in AI Trades in December. So I was gone with AI Trades in December because Job does not want to do with any MLM anymore. He just wanted to have the AI copy trades. So only the investors are going to be making money, but no networkers is going to be making money anymore because how much, how much is a subscription? About $60, $90 per month. And if I get 10%, that's like $9, per customer. So I'm not going to be able to live. So that's why I left there in December. So again, I do not own, I was not the CEO of AI Trades and nor the CEO or president of TCC. So I never owned any of the company because that's what they were saying. We used to own TCC and we used to own AI Trades, but I never owned that one. The CEO of AI Trades is Job Paradise. Even to this minute, AI Trades is still working. It has not closed because he spent so much money in the in the platform, but nobody is pushing it anymore because the market is totally different. And that's why it is my responsibility to have for 55,000 members of AI Trades for me to have something for them. And that's why I came up with PGI in January. That is the whole truth. If someone tells you, otherwise, then you know what? Then they're lying. I can, that's why I have our COO to get us a legal counsel for the company so that, anything like this that come out, they better prove, they have to have a proof that, they're saying the right thing because you know what? We will sue them, for defamation of character because I was never owned TCC and AI Trades. And I hope that one clears that one for you, David. Now, continuing with AI trades, or continuing with PGI. When I was thinking about this one back in December, okay, I thought of a company that, of course, for my 55,000 members. With that money in mind, okay, what I did is trading is one thing, but if you're only gonna have trading, you have so many companies. You have FX trading doing forex. You have BitTrain. You have all this company came in last year. They have come in and gone. 3 months, 6 months, they were gone. Okay, but when they came in, they bought in their own platform, and the platform is already paid for. It's already running. So that's why I said I will never gonna be any of those companies, because you know what? I'm gonna start this company from scratch. Exactly January 1st, we launched this one. We made it a totally different company. What is it? We made it in trading, crypto trading, not Forex, because Forex is still, like I said, FX trading, I think BizTrade is also Forex, okay, and everything. But if you're doing Forex, it is so, it's so volatile. It goes up and down, because it's money. We're talking about money. So you can make as much as you want, as much as you can in one day. The following day, you can lose everything you ever have. In Bitcoin, it doesn't work that way. It's totally different with Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, we can make money when the Bitcoin goes up. When Bitcoin goes up, we'll also make money. And if Bitcoin does not go up and down, we still make money. That's why I need to have that Bitcoin in a business. Second is the blockchain. Everything all over the world, everybody's about the blockchain. It's about crypto. It's about all that, and that's why we have our own, our own blockchain. Blockchain education. We have a couple of companies that we're working with. Okay, we're finalizing things so that we'll have it. You have a package of $100, $300, and $500. Now, the third part, or the third line of business of PGI, is products. As you know, if you have products, you can sustain your company for a very long time. Why do you think Herbalife? Why do you think Amway? Why do you think Jeunesse? Why do you think Usana, has been, all over? Because you know what? Because they have products. And that's why I put products with PGI. What is our products? We have our Sanchi. We have our vitamin C with glutathione and collagen. We have our Praetorian coffee. We have our, Praetorian, powered greens. We also have, we're also going to have our negative ion napkins for ladies, for women. So we're going to have all these products. We also have our exercise. So we also have our massages from Ogawa. There's a lot more that PGI is going to have. We're also going to have our internet provider down the road. This is just some of the stuff that I have it lined up. We're also going to have a PGI travel, travel agency, where people is going to make about, where people are going to save like 10%, and people are going to have, all the services that we're going to have, with PGI. There's so many things that we're going to have. This Wi-Fi, technology that we're going to have down the road is it's like a box where we can put it in one place, and you can have an internet in a 10-kilometer radius that we can charge every single individual. That is what PGI is all about. It's all about longevity. It's all about, for we're going to be here for 5, 10 years, to even longer than 10 years, because we have products. Of course, I cannot do cryptocurrency in the United States because USA has heavily regulated. They have regulatory things that we have to adhere in the US, so we cannot do cryptocurrency. But of course, if someone joins us, it's an internet, they cannot do anything about it. But we cannot present a company in the United States as a crypto company. We are only going to have it as a direct seller. In UK, when I get to UK, we're gonna enter. We're gonna have all these products tested in the FDA of UK. The same thing in the US, because all of our products is practically coming from the United States. And that's why our logistics will be based in the United States and also in Hong Kong, because Sanchi is in Hong Kong right now. So instead of us paying the tariff or the taxes from Hong Kong to Manila, I would just rather have it in Hong Kong and ship it from Hong Kong in Southeast Asia. And then in Europe and, on all those other places, it's going to be shipped all the way from the US. So the company is going to be here for a very long time, because you know what? Because we have all the services, all the products that we can possibly have so that we can have a very long run with PGI. Now, how do we earn money? How do we earn money? How can we give you 0.5 to 3%, every day? Let's say you give us, let's say you give me $100,000, right? If I give you $100,000, we don't accept the 100,000, we give it in Bitcoin, correct? Now, let's say right now you give me $100,000. Let's say right now Bitcoin is, let's say $10,000 right now, which is close to $10,000 anyway. So with your 100,000, okay, you're gonna be earning between about 0.5 to 3% per day. Let's be conservative. Let's say 1% per day. So with your 100, you give me 100,000, but you gave us 10 Bitcoins. That's what it came into, the PGI is 10 Bitcoins. So you have 100,000. So if we give you 1% per day, it will take 100 days for you to have your capital back, ROI. And if we give you 100 days more, we're ready to double your, we're ready to double your number, your money. And that's why in 200 days, PGI is going to be double your money. And instead of 365 days, we're not waiting for 365 days. We only need 200 days or less. Now, if you started with us from the very beginning, we started giving dividends on February 17, all the way to today. Today, we gave 1.2 something, right? 1.217, okay? That was our dividend for today. We've been in, we've been giving trading since February 17, 2020. We've been giving trading every single day for 91 days. For 91 days. So it means that if you've been with us since the beginning, February 17, so far we have given away 104%. So that is 13% or 13 days earlier, okay, than the 200 days that we're giving it. So that means that if we give you 1% all the way, that means that it will not take 200 days for you to double your money. It will only take 187 days right now. So after 6 months, you double your money, your agreement is done. Now it's really up to you. It's either you just keep all your money and never come back today, with PGI, or you keep your capital and then you put on your dividend, the money that you got from PGI. So now you're giving your money again. So now we're giving you an opportunity to double your money twice in 1 year. And that's why we know that how we do it. So you got your money in 6 months. You double your money in 6 months. Now the 10 BTC that you gave us, how are we going to make money on that? How come we can give you 1 to 3%, of interest? Remember, the US dollar does not go up and down. It's just straight. It's just a US dollar. But in Bitcoin goes up and down. In the last few days, okay, Bitcoin has gone to, from a few days, it was like 8,800. Now is what, about 97, 98. Yesterday it went to about 10%. So it's like it's going up and down, up and down. Now, here's how it goes. That 10 Bitcoin that you gave us, conservatively, we make between about 1 to 2% per day. I'm not, because we're having somebody trade our Bitcoin. I would rather be sure than to risk all our Bitcoin and lose. We can make a lot of money and then, the following day, then we lose a lot. So no, I'm okay with making 1 to 2% per day, meaning we make between about 30% to 60% per month with our Bitcoin. Now that 10 Bitcoin that you gave us, if we make, let's say conservatively, we make 1% per day. That is 0.1 Bitcoin per day, right? Times 30 days, we earn 3 Bitcoins in 1 month from that 10 Bitcoins that you gave us. 10 Bitcoins a month times 12 months, that is 36 Bitcoins. So in 12 months, the company made 36 Bitcoins and you gave us the 10 Bitcoin plus 10 Bitcoin. So the company has 36 Bitcoin. Plus 10, we have 46. But remember, after 6 months, you got your ROI already and you double your money. Well, guess what? If you put in 10 more Bitcoins, so that is another 10 Bitcoins that we're trading along with the 10 Bitcoins that you had, from the beginning. And that's how we're going to be able to sustain, our company. Now, why do we only have once a week instead of, anytime you can withdraw your money? And how come you can only do 50%? That is my money. You should be able to give it to me. It's what we call sustainability. If I do everything you say, I overpay, guess what? In 3 months, I'm done. And those are the company that is doing this, this thing is what? They're giving you everything you want. They're giving you 4% a month, 4% per day. They're giving you, they're multiplying it, quadruple, okay, in like a month or 2 months or 3 months. And guess what? You cannot even withdraw. But with PGI, you can withdraw your money every single week. But we have to have parameters in order for us to be able to keep, the trading. Can you imagine? We have money in the trading. If I withdraw that, okay, to pay for you, to pay to you, what's going to happen to us? We're going to die. We're not going to be able to earn anything anymore. And that's why every single thing we do at PGI is for the sustainability and for the longevity of the company. I'm not doing that because, I wanted to be mean or I want to have all the money. No, I want to do all the things that we do at PGI so that we're going to be here for a very long time. We're going to be here 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years with the products that we have. And remember, Herbalife, okay, Amway, all these companies has been in the long time because you know what? They have products and that's what we have. By next month, we can fly. I can do, everything already. I'm going to fly to the U.S. I'm going to have the office, settled in the U.S. And I'm also going to fly, to London so that we can have our office in London. And not only that, we're also going to have our trading, office also in London, besides the trading, office that we're going to have here. On top of that, we already prepared our application for our brokerage firm in Malaysia, which is in about 4 to 5 months, okay, we'll have our brokerage firm license. Now, we're not going to ask for, we're not going to ask people, we're not going to ask anybody to trade our money, our Forex. We're not going to have, we're not going to ask anybody, to trade our money. But guess what? People will ask us, PGI, to trade the money for us in Forex. We're going to have Forex trading. We're going to have people. We're going to teach people how to do Forex trading. We're going to have a lot more stuff that is going on. And like I said, every 6 months, we're going to have an event. And every 6 months, we're going to introduce a product. And we're also going to introduce a service at PGI. So I know PGI is going to be here for a very long time. We're not here to hype people. I really don't care what people think about, what was in the past. Oh, it is a scam. Oh, it's good. But you know what? If you are making 5 figures every single week, 5 figures every single week, do you think that's a very good, do you think that's a very good company? It is all about longevity and it's all about stability. It's all about sustainability. And that is what I'm creating here at PGI. And I have wonderful presidents, such as Benny. We have, of course, Helen, the president of PGI Global. You have the president of PGI Europe. You have Lucy. So everybody, we have everybody here because you know why? Because we are the company to be with for the rest of your life. I'm 55 years old. I do not know how long am I going to be here. Guess what? This company is going to belong to my family. My kids, okay, is going to run this company. As there's a Palafox family, PGI is still going to be here. That's how I'm looking at this company. And David, I cannot please everybody. I cannot please everybody. Good works, good work takes time. It does take time. And we are taking our time right now to make sure that PGI is going to be here to stay. And that is the story of PGI. And I hope, you become a family. If not, at least I've met you. I have, talked to you. And I know wherever I go, I will always have somebody that I can say a friend.